Hi, everyone. Welcome to lesson 12-4. This is more conversion of customary units of measure. In this case, it is going to be a little bit of a review because it's review of converting between centimeters, meters, millimeters, and kilometers. A little bit of a review back to the beginning of the school year. Same thing, thinking about the triangle. If we go from big to small, we're going to multiply. And if we go from small to big, we're going to divide. Again, all the conversion will be given to you in a reference chart, so you don't have to memorize anything. All right, let's start it off. Let's try the first one. Thought I'd throw this one in there just to kind of jumpstart the old brain. 10 to the third, we really remember that means 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000. So we're really converting 1,000 centimeters. We want to know how many meters that is, okay? First things first, we're going from centimeters to smaller than meters. So we're going from small to big, which means we are going to divide. Okay, and we know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So we're going to take 1,000. We're going to divide it by 100. In this case, we could cross off 1 0 there, 1 0 there, 1 there, 1 there. We're left with the 10. That's our answer, 10 meters. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try number 2. We have 58 meters, and we're going to convert that to millimeters. We're going from big to small, which means we're going to multiply. And then there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. So we're going to multiply 58 by 1,000. That's going to give us 58,000. That was kind of easy. 58,000 millimeters. All right, a little bit harder. Let's go for 1,000 millimeters equals how many centimeters? Now, this one is not a direct conversion that we normally use, but I'll let you know. We're going from small to big because millimeters is smaller than centimeters. So that means we're going to divide. There are 10 millimeters in every centimeter. Now, we don't see often, but that's the case. So we're going to divide 1,000 by 10. And cross off 1 0 in the divisor. It means I can cross off 1 in the dividend, and I'm left with 100. So I have 100 centimeters. All right, let's try number 4. We have 3 kilometers, and we want to convert it to meters. Going from big to small. Kilometers is bigger than meters. If we're going from big to small, it means we're going to multiply. There are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So we're going to multiply 3 times 1,000. And that's going to give me 3,000 meters. Okay. Let's do another. Number 5. Put a decimal in here. 7 5/10 centimeters equals how many millimeters? Again, that's back to the previous one a couple problems ago. First off, we're going from big to small, which means we're going to multiply. Like I told you before, there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So we're going to be multiplying 7 5/10 by 10. And if you remember, if we're multiplying 7 5/10 by 10, we're technically moving the digits, but we can think about the decimal just sliding over, or the numbers sliding over to the left. So the decimal is going to end up be after the 5. So our answer is going to be 75. And remember, the small units number is going to be larger because it takes more of them to make up the bigger one. So when you're moving it, make sure you're moving it to the right. That increases the value of the number, the value of the digits. All right, let's try number 6. I have another decimal here. 8/10 kilometers. How many centimeters? All right, this is a big one. So we're going from big to small. That we know, which means we're going to multiply. The question is, how many centimeters in a kilometer? Well, 1 kilometer, get this, equals 100,000 centimeters. So we're going to be multiplying 8/10 by 100,000. And I'm going to leave you some space because I think you know where I'm going with this. We're going to have to move the digits, or in this case, the decimal. We're going to have to add some things on. They're called zeros. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 zeros. So I'm going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Put decimal there. Fill in the gaps with zeros. So my number is 80000. There's my decimal. So it's 80,000. Okay. Let's do just like the previous lesson. There were a couple compare, greater than, less than, equal to. So let's do 2 of them. The first one I have here, number 7, has 9,000 meters. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to 20 kilometers? Okay, well, I want to turn, let's turn the meters into kilometers, okay? So I'll keep these guys, the 20 kilometers, the same. So I remember that I'm going from, if I'm doing that, I'm going to go from small to big. Now, obviously, you can convert the kilometers to meters, but I'm just going to do meters to kilometers. It's easier for me, which means I'm going to divide. And there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So I'm going to take 9,000 and divide it by 1,000. And you can see why that was easy. 3 zeros, cross them out. 9 divided by 1 is 9. So this really becomes 9 kilometers, which means that 20 kilometers is greater. 9 kilometers is less than 20 kilometers. All right, let's try one more. Let's take 400 centimeters. And is it greater than, less than, or equal to 4 meters? That's a 4. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave the meters alone. I'm going to take the centimeters and turn them into meters. Okay, that means I'm going from a small unit to a big unit, which means I'm going to divide again. All right, and I know that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So I'm dividing 400 by 100. So 400 divided by 100 means that I cross out 1 in the divisor, 1 in the dividend, 1 in the divisor, 1 in the dividend. 4 divided by 1 is 4. So this becomes 4 meters, and hey, they're equal. 400 centimeters is equal to 4 meters. I have to say, I have gotten a few kids, but many of you have gone back and you have watched these videos to the end and you're looking for the final question. And today's final question is, how many meters is 48,000 millimeters? That is the question. Post it to the Google stream, and I will give you a little smiley face or some kind of strange emoji if you are correct. Mr. Fossey, signing off.